welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow Season 10. 10 seasons of empowering entrepreneurs, 10 seasons of bringing India's most highly innovative companies to your screens. I'm Sananda Jayaseelan. Speaking of innovation, tonight it's really exciting to be able to bring the story of one of India's most innovative businesses, changing the way ordinary Indians connect with each other in the language that they're connecting with each other, and also democratizing really freedom of speech as we know it. I'm talking about Coup. I caught up with the co-founders in Bengaluru to talk to them about why they felt there was a specific need that needed to be solved, what it meant starting up in the pandemic. They're after all a pandemic baby, so to speak, and also what the future is looking like. Listen. What has this entrepreneurial journey been like for you? For someone who's so young and has worked on so many multiple startups and businesses that have all achieved the kind of success that they have.
So I think entrepreneurship has been serendipitous for me at least. Various situations have led me to look at problem statements. Going after problem statements that I feel passionately about is basically what makes me start up.
What was that problem that you were trying to solve? Because there already existed something that was so well entrenched.
We saw a very new construct in India where India was becoming the second largest internet market in the world. These users needed a different set of experiences which had to be more language immersive.
What the pandemic also did, Aprameya, for a lot of social media businesses was putting the onus as far as being, socially responsible or societal good, and also people saying, where can I find X, Y, and Z, for instance, on social media platforms? And that must have been a learning curve for businesses like you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as in for us, connecting people who didn't speak English.
Yeah.
Was our way of being there during the pandemic, right? People were talking about oxygen cylinders to where vaccinations are available during the initial stage of vaccination, hospital beds. So while people who spoke English had other platforms as well, but people who didn't know how to speak English or be comfortable with English, they were connecting on Coup. Whether they were talking Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, we even formed a small little tab where everybody who was giving information around COVID were highlighted there, so that people were able to easily access information around their city. So it was a very hyper-local demand as well, right? Like oxygen cylinder available in Delhi for a person in let's say Bhopal doesn't matter. So you also had to connect people around location. So all of those very quick iterations we did with the product and made sure we could do as much as we could. Yeah.
Since we're speaking about users, in fact, we've got a few user queries that we've taken in. In fact, we've got questions in languages other than English as well. This first one is coming to us from Manish Ajmera. Go ahead, Manish. What is your question?
Hi, I'm Manish Ajmera, MD Pyramid Machine Tools, Bangalore. અપ્રમ્યા અને મયંકને મારો આ સવાલ છે કે તમે જે ઇન્ડિયન ટ્વિટર ચાલુ કર્યું છે અલગ અલગ ઇન્ડિયન લેંગ્વેજીસમાં ભાષાઓમાં એનાથી ઇન્ડિયન ટ્વિટર યુઝરને કેટલો ફાયદો થશે અને આ કઈ ચીજથી તમે પ્રભાવિત થયા હતા આ ચાલુ કરવા માટે?
I think the benefits are very clear. Feeling at home, connecting with people of same interest in your language, being able to express yourself freely in your language are all benefits. It's not easily available on other platforms. And for us, tagging our own chief minister or our own electricity board and saying what we have to, or connecting with our favorite actor, cricketer is very easy. But for a person in a smaller town talking in local language, being able to tag their favorite cricketer and talk to them in a local language and getting a response is a magical moment. those magical moments have never been created before coup, right? And those magical moments are happening right now. So the benefits are immense.
Sure.
So yeah.
Well, and this next one is coming to us from Hitesh Matre. Go ahead, Hitesh.
नमस्कार, मी हितेश म्हात्रे, प्रोप्रायटर वर्धमान असोसिएट्स मुंबई. माझा प्रश्न मयंक आणि अप्रमेयासाठी हा आहे का तुम्ही नवीन उद्योजकांसाठी काय सल्ला देऊ इच्छिता आणि तुमची स्वतःच्या बिझनेससाठीची मार्केटिंग स्ट्रॅटेजी काय आहे? थँक्यू.
I think as far as entrepreneurship is concerned, there are two things, right? One is something that propels you, the other thing is something that pulls you back. It's very important for entrepreneurs to have innate passion about the problem that they want to solve. They are generally very optimistic folks because there are enough guys to pull them down. The only thing that will help you see this through is genuine passion for what you want to solve. And I think things that pull you back, the most dangerous one is fear.
Okay.
Whether it's your own or whether it's the fear of others slapped on you. I think that's one thing that most entrepreneurs need to avoid. You need to be as fearless as possible. The worst that can happen is not that bad.
Fantastic. Thank you for that advice. Our next question is coming to us from Ashish Mehta from Mehta Chemicals from Bangalore. Go ahead, Ashish.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ನಾನು ಆಶೀಶ್ ಮೆಹ್ತಾ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಂದ. ಮಯಾಂಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅಪ್ರಮೇಯಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನೆಂದರೆ, ಇತರ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಗಳಿಂದ ಕೂ ಹೇಗೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವ್ಯವಸಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಹಾಯಕರವಾಗಿದೆ?
So I think most businesses in India, especially local businesses, want to connect with local customers,
Yeah.
right? And that ability to connect digitally to people who are interested in that local business is defined by language, is defined by location, is defined by interest. And all of this is what we're building around. And it is an open network, which means anybody can connect. So the business can connect with anybody can connect with the business.
Yeah.
So that is what we are enabling, right? And this has not been enabled before in the way that we are, right? Koo is built around, understanding a user and making sure that we connect them with relevant folks from a particular interest, topic, location, language.
Yeah.
So, going deeper into the market is what our focus is about, which a company which has spread its wings globally will always find tougher to do to go deeper into a particular market.
Okay. One more question, and this one is coming to us from Stuti Banerjee. She says she works at Shant Infosystems. Suti, sorry. Go ahead. What's your question?
নমস্কার, আমি সুতিজি ব্যানার্জি, শান্ত ইনফো সিস্টেমস প্রাইভেট লিমিটেডে কর্মরত। আমার প্রশ্ন মায়াঙ্ক আর আপ্রমেয়ের কাছে। আপনারা ইন্ডিয়া টুইটার বিভিন্ন ভাষায় বানিয়েছেন, আর আমার প্রশ্ন হলো কি আপনারা আপনাদের ব্যবসার জন্য ফান্ড সংগ্রহ কি করে করেছেন, আর আপনাদের আগামী দিনে ব্যবসার পরিকল্পনা কি হবে?
I think when you're dreaming big, you need investors who also dream big, equally big, or even more than you, right? So I think we've been very fortunate to have backers who believe in us, believe in the market that we're going after, and believe in the solution that we have, actually made. So for us, it's been a very unique position, serendipitous moments.
Yeah.
That has led us to this position, whether it is funding, whether it is where our product is, whether it is the team that we put together. Especially a special mention to our team, everybody is very passionate about showing the talent India has to beat the world's best, right? So I think all of this put together has brought us where we are.
It's time for a quick break here on this very exclusive conversation with Koo. We're back in just a moment. Welcome back with us here on Leaders of Tomorrow. Tonight, our big exclusive conversation is with Ku. We also asked for some questions on the Ku platform itself from our viewers, and some of them have sent these. This first one says, what kind of entity should I set up if I'm only just starting my business journey? Any advice for a young entrepreneur?
As in, don't rush into setting up an entity.
Okay.
I think just being confident of the problem that you're solving, whether there is a product market fit, whether there are users, customers for what you're trying to solve, whether your solution is good enough. I think all of those are important. Setting up an entity is extremely easy and you can do it overnight. But being sure that you're setting up the entity for the right purpose, because you're going to be investing 10 years plus of your life into it, is very important.
Okay. This next one says, what do you recommend is a digital marketing platform for a small business? I think it's a no-brainer, but anything to...
Well, lots of platforms available. Largely, if you're looking at marketing, there's solutions from Google, there's solutions from Facebook, there's solutions for pretty much everything that you need, whether it's SMS, email, sending WhatsApp messages, marketing automation. So, yeah.
Is it necessary to invest a lot of money into something which is a custom-made, expensive solution for a small business?
Not at all. There's a lot of off-the-shelf solutions available.
Okay, sure. This next one is coming to us saying, looking at the ongoing current situation, would there be a better time than now to start my own business?
Well, it's a very customized answer, right? Like which business does the person want to start, whether it's the right time or not. But in general, starting up on your own, doing it as early as possible when you're younger is better, because you have all the energy, you have the risk appetite, you have the time to fail and redo with your learnings. So all of that is an advantage when you start younger. So the earlier you start, the better, but start for the right reason, as I was saying.
Okay. One last question coming to us saying, what inspired you to start Ku when Twitter is already so famous? Maybe I can tweak it a little bit to say, was that one aha moment saying, yes, we want to do this? Was it perhaps winning the Atmanirbhar award? But that came a few months into your journey already. Yeah. Was there any one particular moment to say, this is what we want to be solving?
So we were running Vocal. Vocal is our question answer platform in Indian languages. While running that, some of the people who answered questions in local languages on Vocal actually put a request to us saying, why should I always answer questions on the platform, right? I have so much else to say. Why can't I just say that? And we actually put a small little tweak into Vocal app itself, saying, okay, express freely. But Vocal was so heavily question answer that particular button inside the app didn't work. So we just said, okay, let's create a prototype for just free expression. And that was the first version of Ku. So that's what inspired us. And market tells us what to do. We are not imagining stuff. And once the user said that is when we went and saw that existing platforms only had English. That's why the local language person was saying, I don't have a place to come and express my thoughts. And that's why we said, we'll create a platform for them.
So then, as we're running out of time on today's conversation, Mayank, my question to you is, given the learnings that you've had here in India with this great service that you have, are you looking at other countries that also have this diversity of local languages as an opportunity to expand?
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at the stats, about 80% of the world speaks a language other than English. There are countries which have a construct similar to India where there are multiple languages being spoken, and a lot of countries in Africa have that construct. There are lots of countries that speak a native language, and that's the dominant language. All these people are looking to connect with other people that speak the same language, and most of the global products don't cater to this particular need. Like if you go to one of these products and try to find another person that speaks the same language, you have to search, and you can't search for people that you don't know. So there has to be a very easy way in the product where you can discover people, where it's given to you on a platter, you can scroll through the page and find other people that are contributing in the same language. That's one big difference in Ku. We made it extremely easy to connect people that speak the same language. You know, we're really the innovators of language-based microblogging. The world has seen microblogging till now, where the assumption is that everyone speaks in English. The fact that 80% of the world does not speak in English is what we are looking at. And you know, whatever we've created here at Ku is clearly working for languages, and this is very easily replicable in other parts of the world.
So by way of last question, then Aprameya, given your own entrepreneurial journey, is there something that you've received by way of advice that has perhaps changed the way you think about being an entrepreneur, or helped you along your entrepreneurial journey, that you would want to leave our viewers with?
Yeah, so at least for me personally, the reason to wake up passionately and with being full of energy every day to go and solve for expression, freedom of expression for people who don't speak English is a very impactful problem to be solving, right? So for entrepreneurs, again, my advice would be to make sure that you have the right reason to wake up every day. Is it impacting enough number of people? Are you the right person to solve it? Do you have the solution that will excite a lot of users or customers to use your solution? I think that is very, very critical. Starting up to make money, I think goes the wrong way. But if you start up to solve the right problems, I think money will follow. So that would be my piece of advice.
I can't help but notice that both of you are in blue. Do you, as founders perhaps, and especially given that today's a Monday and we're shooting on a Monday, do you deal with a lot of blues as startup founders?
Well, we're actually very excited about coming to work every day because we're building something that's being used by the millions, hopefully by the billions in times to come. We just have a lot of blues, whites and blacks in our wardrobe.
If this was a test question, you'll get 100% on that answer. I hear you're a good singer. Would you have, a favorite artist perhaps, or anything that you'd want to sing, a line of a favorite song that you'd want to sing for our viewers?
Well, so I realized I could sing in high school. That's the first time I ever participated in a singing competition. And then, so I typically sing Hindi songs, and my singing voice suits more slow romantic songs.
Okay.
I like Lucky Ali.
Your significant other must be a very happy person.
Well, she doesn't ask me to sing too often.
But would you want to sing for our viewers? Would you be able to?
Yeah, maybe a couple of lines.
Go ahead, yeah.
शाम सवेरे तेरी यादें आती हैं, आके दिल तो मेरे यूं तड़पाती है, ओ सनम मोहब्बत की कसम.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you for agreeing to sing for our viewers. You're also musical, I understand. Unfortunately, I don't know if you have your guitar on you. Do you carry it to the office?
Luckily not.
Luckily not. Okay, unfortunately for us. But you also love movies, I understand, and you're a movie buff. Pick your favorite movie and anything from that has perhaps helped you in your entrepreneurial journey?
My favorite movie is a movie called Moneyball. It's a Brad Pitt movie, and it's a true David versus Goliath story, where he has to build a team in $250,000 while the others have millions to build their teams. And it's a movie about baseball and how he uses all kinds of ways to make that happen and almost got to the final. and gets the largest paycheck at the end of it, because he becomes the highest paid GM in the world thanks to what he did. And I love sports movies because they make you believe that anything is possible.
On that note, thank you very much, Mayank, Aprameya, for being such sports again and for joining us here on the Leaders of Tomorrow. I think it's the first time we've had anyone singing for us, and it's definitely been an experience we will take away. Thank you both for your time.
Awesome.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
That's all for tonight, but if you have any queries, our contact details are coming up on your screens. Any feedback, anything at all, do send it our way. You could also create a coup and send that across to us using the hashtag LOTS10. We love hearing from you, the entrepreneurs, always. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.